And the doctor says, you're in kidney failure. I'm like, I don't know what that means. I was like, I'm going home. He said, no, you're going to go to Mass General or you're going to die. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm going home. Like got up, I was like, I'm going home. My cousin had to sit me down and say, no, bro, Bobby, look at me. If you don't go to the hospital, you are going to die. Like, he's not lying to you. You cannot live. Your kidneys don't work. I was like, what do you mean? He told me straight up. I went to Mass General. They did all the tests. Yeah, kidneys don't work. You have to start dialysis tomorrow.
If your kidneys don't produce nutrients, you can't process nutrients. So
you can't get rid of the water in you.
There you go.
You know what I mean? You can't get rid of the toxins in the water. Mm-hmm. So you have to start dialysis tomorrow. I mean, what the fuck is dialysis? Only time, yeah, I was like, what the fuck is dialysis? He's like, you're going to have to go sit in a chair tomorrow for 2 hours. Wait, what did they, at the time, no, they said tomorrow, you're going to go get a catheter put in your chest. They put the catheter in my chest, and they were like, you know, that's a day surgery. Then like, you're going to start dialysis on this day. I think it was like 5-6 days later. And you're going to sit down for 2 hours. They're going to attach the catheter to the machine, and they're going to take all your fluid out. I did it. Okay, cool, whatever. You know, I do it. I go back to the the hospital room. I feel good. Like I get a little energy for the first time. Next day, I'm dead. Fucking dead. Feel like shit. So he explains to me, you know, you have to do dialysis 3 days a week for 4 hours every day. I'm like, what do you mean? I got to sit in a chair for 4 hours every day? You got to sit in a chair for 4 hours every day. I did that for 5.5 years, almost 6 years.
Holy shit.
You know, being in the chair for 6 years, dying, that shit gives you a lot of time to think about the future. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, man, like, what am I going to do with my life if I ever get off this chair? And I wasn't going to waste it, you know? I was trapping off that shit always. You know, I would go there. I would go at like, probably like 6:30, no, probably like 5:30 in the morning. You know, you start your session at 6. You're on there till like 10. You get off, you know, you're fucking done at this point. I'm talking like, you can't get rid of your water. So like, I'm peeing, like I couldn't fill a shot glass up in a day. Like, you know, the water has nowhere to go. So they do it by kilos. They're taking off 4 kilos every other day. That's 8.8 pounds. You're a fighter, basically cutting weight every other day. When you get 8.8 pounds taken out of your body, you're fucking done. So I go home, I'd sleep till like 5 o'clock. I wake up, I'd serve my place. You know, I go meet everybody, drive around, go home. The next day was my off day, you know, whatever, trap again. You feel a little bit better. You feel better on your off day, you know, because you got life the day before, you know what I mean? Then the next day, back in the chair for 4 hours. Sleep for 5 hours, go trap at night. Next day, feel better. Next day, back in the chair for fucking 6 years. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, man, it's a hard life.
And like, not by yourself.
Was this the kidney failure? Like, was this a time after you were using or during you were using? It was,
but like, they never could figure out if that had something to do with it. Like, I always get asked that. I always wonder it, but I never get a definitive answer. I have a really, really, really rare condition. I want to say it's called like C3GN or something like that. And it's where your immune system attacks your kidneys from within. So like they did a biopsy, they sent it out to labs, but like they could never like give me a distinct reason why. I actually believe I was told that it more likely didn't have anything to do with it because it was more just your autoimmune system, you know, and more that and just the shit end of the stick. But yeah, I mean, you know, I always wonder if it did in the back of my mind, but like, I don't even regret getting high. Like that's what people ask me, you regret that? I don't. I make it crystal clear. I would not be the person I am without that stage of my life. Like I was a lying, stealing piece of shit back then. Now, I'm the most honest person you'll ever fucking meet in your life. You only lie when you're afraid of something. I'm not afraid of anything. And I'm not saying that like a tough guy. I'm not afraid of any repercussions, you know what I'm saying? Because I live a good life. You know, back then you're lying because you live in a shitty life. You're afraid of everything. You know, so I appreciate when I got high because it is now. I can look back and say, fuck, man, you know, you overcame that. And the kidney failure is another chapter like that, you know, but when you're in a chair for 4 hours every day, every other day, 3 days a week, you're by yourself. Like, yeah, I got my mom, my dad, my friends, but like they're not in the chair with me. You know, my mom's a cancer recovery person. You know, she knows what it's like, but she's not in the chair with me. You know, my dad's not in the chair. It's like, you're doing that shit by yourself. Nobody knows what's going on. And it's like, well, you got to do it. It's like, what the fuck am I going to do? I only know how to trap. I don't work. I work selling pizzas, but I do that to fucking trap and make it easier. You know, so it's like, you got to do it. I do it on that shit, go home, feel like shit. Man, this is a true story. I delivered pizzas in Winthrop, Mass. I probably threw up on every single street in Winthrop. That's a true story. I can say that honestly. I probably threw up on every single street in Winthrop at one point. Because, bro, but I was still out there doing what I had to do. You have no choice. What are you going to do? Like, this is what I do. This is what the life I chose a long time ago. I'm with it. I accept it. But, you know, it's also given me a great life. It made me a stronger man. But you know what else? It makes me appreciative. Because I really fucking know what it's like to be dying or be an addict and have nothing and live for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Live for a hope that one day you get to live a good life. Like, you know, not a lot of people experience that. So that shit gave me a lot of character, without a doubt. It really did. And I wouldn't be this person now. I wouldn't have the drive I have. Like, I can say I am the most competitive person you'll ever meet when it comes to business. Like, I don't mean this in a bad way. Just how I was raised. Like, I want to crush everybody. I want to be the best. I'll work with you. I will help you be the biggest, but I want to be the best. Like, but I'll help you get there with me. You know, you got to do your part, but like, I'm competitive. Like, I grew up watching Michael Jordan, these people, like, competitive. And like, you can't not be the best. Like, I want to be the best. I don't want to be second place. I don't want to be third place. And I have that drive because I wasted my whole 20s. I was sick for my 30s. And, you know, I just turned 40 this year. Like, my drive is driven from pain and like in a past that not anybody has. And like, that's why I'm so focused on not failing and making this shit the best that it could be, because it just needs to be. I didn't get to this point for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm not a religious guy by any means, but like, I didn't go through that. God didn't put me through that, or whoever the fuck you believe in. He didn't put me through that for nothing. He tested me. You feel what I'm saying? He said, all right, cool, you can handle that. Now I'm going to give you everything you deserve. And yeah, I work hard. I do work my ass off, but, you know, like, I don't say that. I say this truly humbly. I've been through a lot and I genuinely deserve, you know, what's going on. I work hard for it and I'm appreciative and grateful where I am now. You know what I mean? I really am. And I owe a lot of that to my following, my supporters, and I'm grateful for them. I really am.
Jeez, bro.
That's fucking deep.
You know?
And I want to ask a question. So when you're going through dialysis, because I've actually sat in the room with someone before, there's other people in there going through dialysis with you who are going through other situations. So it's not only you with your own thoughts. You're looking at people who are dying also, and you're like, holy shit, that person's worse off than me.
That's 2013. That's 2022. I'm 40. I was 31.
Not that long ago.
This was the year.
Yeah.
I just got off dialysis 2 years ago. Like, I want to get back to the start of my brand because I made my brand 30 days after I got a kidney. 30 days later, I was in the designer's office making my original logo 30 days after I got a kidney. Like, that's how ready I was. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Talk about that.
So you got on the list.
But hold on, back to the dialysis thing. Like, I'm talking 30 years younger than everybody in the room. I'm 30 years younger than everybody. The average person, 60, 70, 80, 90, they're fucking old. I'm younger by far than all of these people. Like, bro, I'm a hip dude. Like, you know, like, I shouldn't be in this chair. That's what I'm thinking. Like, why me? Like, I'm active. Like, you remember, like, at the time, I'm in the gym heavy. I'm like 185 solid. I'm on juice at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a big, solid dude. And it's like, I'm in the gym fucking 4 hours a day. I'm doing this and that. It's like, how did I get here? I'm eating great at the time. I'm on the fucking whatever, 45 minutes a day. Like, I'm eating salads and chicken. How did I get here? Like, this
that's the key word. That's what everyone's, how did I get here?
Like, what? I'm not an unhealthy dude, but it just happens. It's like, what do you do? It's like, I have a fistula still on my arm from when I did. There's the scar. Like, sometimes people say, hey, what's that? Like, you know, I have the scars still from dialysis. This is where they put the needles to go in. This is where they put the needles to go out. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, this is where they cut my arm to put a fistula in. They combine an artery and a vein. Like, I have scars that I look at every day. And like my drive is different, bro. Like, I have a kidney. I got my kidney April 7th in 2018. Okay? Bro, a kidney's only gonna last me 10, 15 years. I'm 40 years old. What I got, 10 years left? I have to accomplish something in there before I need another kidney. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to need one another day. Like, you only have a limited time on this earth. You better go fucking get that. Whatever is your motivation, you better fucking get it done. You cannot waste time. I promise you this. Like, I have a ticking timer in the back of my head always. I don't think of it every day, but there's times it'll come in there. You're going to need a kidney one day. You know, you might be on dialysis again one day. It's always going to be there. What if it's 15 years from now, my parents aren't around no more? Like, it's always in my mind. But you know what? I can't sit there and fucking worry about it because nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. You better get up in the morning, tie your fucking shoes, and do what you got to do.